feel like it's been a hot minute since I did this. Real hot minute. Death X. 3, 6, 9, 12.
So I'll go to
that's
3.
8.
And that's my whole board.
Putting you at 3.
And nope.
I believe so.
Nope. Thanks, Pete.
Unless you've got a hybrid for game.
Okay, ladies and gents, we are heading into this week in, well, pretty rough shape. Pete curb stomped us last time, pretty definitively. The bugs did not perform as expected, and my Imperial Dramons were a little bit shy, so Gallantmon X had free reign of the board in every game that it came out, and I had absolutely no answer. Some critical deck building mistakes were made, I think, as well, and we very desperately need to remedy those this week. Assuming that Pete stays on Gallantmon, and why wouldn't he, because it is a terrifying boss monster, we need to find some answers to the level 6 death stack with the X-Antibody at the top. We need some removal spells, or we need some armors to kind of skirt the deletion effects, and hopefully we can get some tamers of our own to somewhat flood the board with and get a ton of memory. Not enough for him to drop the Death X-Mon on us, but you know, just enough to work with. Evo into this guy or this guy, and maybe not past turn. That would be great. So of course, we're going to be digging into BT8 finally. With some luck, we pull another fighter mode. Maybe we pull the Paladin mode. Maybe we pull another Shivamon. I don't know. Hopefully there's some good dual tamers lurking in here. Hopefully we get access to some pretty effective removal options, because that's one way to answer Gallantmon. But yeah, we are very desperately digging for any answer to the red death stack. And hopefully we can stop Pete from snowballing into a win streak this week. So, you know, I'm going to get this cracked open, and we'll see. We only have access to 8 packs this week, but, you know, we are cracking open a box, so if we get a little lucky, maybe the box topper promos will do something for us. So, yeah, I'll pull off the plastic here. I will be right back, and we'll see if we can do something to salvage this absolute pile. All right, ladies and gents, we got that very annoying plastic off. We are going to dig into BT8, just 8 packs, and obviously whatever we got with the box. Fingers crossed that this dude, or Paladin mode, comes out of here right off the top. So let's open this up, and hey, yes, okay, there we go. That is what I wanted to see. That is a dual tamer we very desperately needed. Davis and Ken is going to provide a ton of consistency, more so than the dual tamers Pete has access to. And of course, the really important thing for us as a blue deck, more so than a green deck, is that this gives us the ability to restand. So absolutely fantastic. I'm glad to see that. And then we have a promo pack here with Aero Vidramon and something else in here, which is kind of funny considering, you know, the fact that we're off the Aero Vidramon stuff, or the Vidramon line in general. All 4-0. Oh, that's kind of cool. I mean, it's tempting, right? It's very tempting, but no, those are just some cool promos that we're going to have access to. Not really what we want to focus on. This, however, that is a very nice hit. If the rest of this doesn't go too well, at least I got a dual tamer. 8. All right, let's hope those 8 are winners, because if they're not, I am gonna cry, man. I am gonna cry like a big baby. Yeah, 8 packs. All right. Let's do this. Let's do well, ladies and gents. And let me try not to absolutely wreck these the way I've been wrecking EX1. Okay. We've got, I always thought that, yeah, I guess it's not Digimon, right? It's Dromojimon. Ankylomon, Snow Agumon, Mist Memory Boost, Undermon, Kyukimon, Top Gun. Hey, we got a Vmon. Okay, that's helpful. We needed the Searcher for our dual colors. Demimeramon, Marsmon, Yoli, and... We got another Shivamon. Okay, that's actually not bad. We are playing a lot of green now, so at least this gives us access to another Mega. Because, you know, the problem we had in the last game was that the last match was that we didn't really see any Megas at all. So, yep, cool. I will take that. I will consider that a good start. Man, Digimon packs are nice. They put the tab there for you, but I feel like it just... it doesn't really make it any easier, you know? Oh, I saw a red card at the back there. Okay. Pulsemon, Ultimate Brachiomon, Captain Hookmon, Hisaryumon, Battle Gammamon, Spinomon, gross, man, Value Vanillas, Soulmon, Kyokomon, TK, Plasma Shot, Agumon, and Yoli. Okay, nothing really we can use in there. I mean, the Plasma Blast is cool, but we're never going to have the critical mass of armors to make that worth it, or to get around the fact that it is a yellow card. So, not great. Cool. Cool if you're an armor fan like I am, but not what we need. Mamemon option, Exermon. We're not going that hard on the green, guys. Frozomon, Thundermon, Aquilamon, Patamon. If we do Jogris stuff, maybe. Betsumon. Just a horrifying card. Hawkmon. This. Armadillomon. Halsemon is interesting, and then BT8 Metal Greymon for that Machine Dramon support. This is kind of cool, though. It is a blue armor. Sadly, it evos for 3, but we'll call that a maybe. We do need some armors, so hopefully that will make the difference for us here. I am pretty desperate. I do have access, I think, to 1 or 2 Submarimons from the first time we opened this when we were cracking our victory packs. So maybe we go in on that. Guys, I am fumbling really badly here. Forgive me. Okay, we got Value Vanilla, Kokuamon, Mushroomon, Top Gun, Greymon, Termojimon, Kyukimon, Cherubimon, Demi-Devimon, Gurimon, Stonks, Ryutamon, and Shakumon. We have a Patamon. We have an Angemon that we pulled a while ago. That is a Jogris target. It's a free as well, so maybe we can do something with that. I don't know what, but we can do something. Maybe. We're not quite there yet. We have a hard enough time keeping one body on the board against Pete right now. I don't think we're going to have the 2 we need to be making any Jogris plays. Okay, Skullsatamon, Skullmarimon, Angemon. Yeah, you really want us to Jogris, Disaster Blaster, Snow Agumon, Gazimon, that thing. Crimson Blade, if Pete ever goes back to green, maybe. Dinohumon, Namekemon, Gigadeath, and oh my god. That is like a $40 card. Holy cow. We got the Altar Chimeramon, guys. Oh my goodness. That's one Altar for the box too. Oh, I have a feeling we're not going to get access to the Paladin mode, but that is really good. Now that is a Jogris target I can stick in the deck. That just paid for the box. And then Gigadeath, this is also really good. This is a very expensive removal option, but it's one that we can use to bounce Pete's big death stack back to the bottom of his deck. And if he happens to have just rookie rushed us as well, we can bounce back all of his other suspended Digimon as well. So that is really great. This I am going to very gently put over to the side here. We'll get that in a sleeve ASAP. Wow. Yeah, okay. I can throw that in. We do want a Jogris. It's not a Pyildramon, but it'll do. It'll do. That is a card. That is a card that we pulled. I need to ask Pete if I can use the regular art instead. I don't really want to put that in a sleeve and beat it up. Oh my goodness. All right, let's blaze through here. Armor texture, Fire Rocket. So armor stuff, cool. Fremon, Demi-Devimon, Sylphimon, and Cody. Don't care. Don't care. Okay, 2 packs left. 2 packs left. Come on, guys. Chimeramon is great. I mean, like, I can't complain. If that's the best hit we get out of the entire box, like as a collector, I just gotta say, like, yeah, cool, bro, but obviously I would like a little more for the actual deck, please. Okay, we got Pistmon, we have Catchmomimon, Karatemon, Hookmon, Spinomon, Candlemon, Fangmon, Terriermon, this guy again, Armadillomon, and another Gigadeath. And then Climbmon. We're not going that hard into the green support here, so I'll take the Gigadeath though. That is 2 security bombs I'm happy to throw in over the Positron laser. God, I make bad decisions sometimes too, guys. Don't judge me, okay? Sometimes I do make very bad decisions myself. All right, last pack. I think there's something cool back there. We're about to find out. Rosomon, Pulsemon, oh god, I don't want to spoil the surprise for myself. Brachiomon, Ginryumon, Soulmon, Aquilamon, that thing, Rasenmon, Dark Knightmon, Azulongmon, and, well, I mean, that's a secret rare, but it's not the secret rare we wanted. God damn it, Creepymon! Okay, guys. Well, I guess we know we're not getting the Paladin mode out of the box now. God, this is a secret rare that's not even worth anything. This is like $5. Ooh. Okay. But we can work with this. We got a Vmon. We'll throw it in because we do have some dual color cards. It actually searches the Gigadeath, which is not bad. Having access to the 2 removal spells is great. We can swap out the Positron Laser and hopefully ruin Pete's day. This could be interesting if we can pull it off. Sadly, we don't have like a hybrid to go over a Tamer and make the Jogress play easier. This is, again, cool if we want to aggro a little bit. And that at least gives us access to another Mega. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about these guys. And then obviously this card is just... Yeah, that's nice. That's really nice. Oh my goodness, look at the texturing on that. That is great. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'll ask Pete about using the regular art because I really don't want to damage that. But yeah, we can use that. And if we ever, I guess if we want to play Jessamon, that's not bad either. So option that I'm going to put over to the side. And of course, this was kind of a godsend. We really need the blue-green source now more than ever. We need to pull one more copy of this card out of the set as well. So this at least will let me pull Ken out and provide a bit more immediate value to the deck. And Creepymon, well, cool. I guess I got a secret rare out of the box. There we go. So I'm going to take this over, guys, into the deck tech. We'll figure out what we can do. It looks like we're building Shivamon this week. We're building blue-green Shivamon. It's going to be fun. I promise. Ladies and gents, I am sad to say there are not too many changes that we're making this week. There are a few, and they will pay dividends down the road, but we're not really overhauling things here, are we? Now, pulling the second Shivamon was kind of funny at first, but there is a silver lining to it. Pete is playing a lot more option cards now. For example, memory boosts, and Shivamon can at least stop him from slamming those down and gaining a bit too much advantage, or, dropping a Gaia Force or some other piece of hard removal on me. And it does burn the security passively, which is always nice, especially if there's a Gaia Force hiding around in there. Really though, the fact that this costs 4 to evolve into and is only 12,000 DP, that does kind of do it for me, because I really need to just swing over the Gallantmon stacks to get rid of them, and chances are if I go into Shivamon before Pete goes into Gallantmon, Shivamon is getting popped, and if I go into Shivamon after Gallantmon is up, well, Shivamon's just getting swung over, or Pete will pop me anyway, because I just passed him 3 memory, and with all those Tamers he's playing, not great. What was great was pulling Chimeramon, even if this came in a little early. The deck is definitely not set up for Jogress plays at the moment, but in a pinch I can hard evolve into this minus a bit of DP off of his big towers, maybe take out a couple of small bodies that Pete has on the field as well. It's an option. If I just can't go into Shivamon or I don't want to commit to the really big tower, this could theoretically swing over a Gallantmon, which is nice. But we're waiting for a certain starter deck to unlock the true potential of this card. Davis and Ken are a nice addition to the Tamer lineup, potentially allowing me to start the turn with 4 memory, maybe even 5. But, this is one of those cards that is definitely paying dividends down the road when I have access to more blue-green dual colors. But, for now, it is nice. If it comes out of security, I am definitely not complaining, and it does give me a relatively steady blue-green source for the next card that I'm splashing in. Gigadeath is removal that deals with Death X-Mon without having to do it in a very roundabout way, which is nice, finally. But I do wish it didn't cost 9 memory and require 2 colors to play. But, it's something. It's better than Positron Laser, I'm telling you that. I would be really happy if this was a Mega Death, but, we have to wait for a certain sealed product to get access to those too. So overall, the deck is still in really rough shape, if I'm being honest, and last week's defeat has me pretty shaken too. I'm realizing that the deck does not do much until it hits level 6, and considering how few of those we have and how expensive they are to go into, not a good time. Not a good time at all. The best I can hope for is that this deck can outpace Pete if it really pops off, and keep him off the Gallantmon X death stack until, I've basically put him in a position where I can swing in one more time for game. There are not a lot of tools to do that, but what are we going to do? We have to stop him from snowballing that last victory into a streak. Now, terrified as I am, we got a match to get to. So let's hop on in and see if this, I don't even know what you can call it, can stand up against what I assume is going to be a very souped up Gallantmon X deck this week. Jumping into game 1, I start off with the usual XVmon in Raising, and Pete responds by putting a Guillemon in Raising alongside an early Tocado on board. I come out swinging, and instead of immediately responding, Pete begins to build up a board of Tamers to have a bigger crackback turn later on. And hey, fair enough. He does eventually blow up my XVmon with Gaia Force to prevent it from getting multiple checks, which is kind of hilarious, but that does also give me enough memory to kind of build up a bigger stack in the back. Now, eventually, Gallantmon does come down after taking advantage of several effect triggers on deletion, and it punches a big hole in my security. However, I have the counterplay, promoting Dino Beamon and evolving for the first time into EX1 Imperial Dramon. Imperial Dramon has just enough juice to clear Gallantmon thanks to the colors in its sources, and then I can drop the Jamming Vmon to begin closing the game out. Pete does hard drop a Gallantmon, which is kind of nuts, but I answer it well enough with Fighter Mode and close the game out shortly after. Game 2 is a very different beast. Both Pete and I start building out our stacks, but I actually manage to climb a little faster for once. I have enough memory to get into Shivamon and start burning his security. And thankfully, the first time the turn passes back to me, I actually burn a Gaia Force, just like last time. That said, I know my position is precarious and that Gallantmon is about to come down, so I make a probably dumb and desperate play, dropping the Giga Death to clear Pete's board, but obviously giving him more than enough memory to rebuild. Pete eventually does, and making the big Gallantmon play and clearing my board, I watch as he dwindles my security down from the beautiful 4-1 lead that I had. And then as I try to swarm the board a little bit in search of a checkmate position, I get Death X-Mon dropped on me. And I immediately give up because I hate that card and I have nothing in hand. Game 3, I got rookie rushed, I bricked, I got very mad, and I scooped. That's it. Ladies and gentlemen, that sucked. Oh my god, that sucked so much. I had a good game 1, I had a really good game 1, and then the deck just stopped working and left me with absolutely nothing to do. Honestly, I regret opening EX1 as much as I did a couple of episodes back. Now, obviously, I couldn't open the starter deck that I've been really wanting to until much later, but god damn, I did not expect the Imperial line from EX1 to be so bad. Especially the level 5s. The level 5s do nothing. I'm holding them and raising more often than not. I'm missing out on really decent, I guess, when digivolving effects. Gallantmon is a 1-stack deck, so yeah, no, Pete's not coming out until he's ready to go into his Mega, which means both of those are pretty useless. And if Pete keeps playing Gallantmon, I can't afford to promote out either until I can make my Mega play, but because he's just going to delete my stuff, it's not really wise to do that. But then I have nothing decent to go into consistently outside of Shivamon at this point. And while Shivamon is cool, locking out options, burning security and all of that, he doesn't stop Gallantmon from deleting my dudes. Oh, and let's not mention the fact that the very old EX1 stuff just cannot keep up with the X-Antibody engine. Now that Pete has Cool Boy on hand, he is gaining so much advantage every turn that you'd think he was playing blue and just casting those hammer sparks left and right. Simply put, my deck cannot handle it anymore. The power creep is firmly on Pete's side now. But you know, guys, the solution is very, very simple. No more beating around the bush. We are opening Ultimate Ancient Dragon next week, and we are going to smash the win streak that Pete has found himself on. I am going to unleash blue-green hell on my esteemed opponent. So, without further ado, let the revenge arc begin.